Joe here from Action X, and welcome to Let Joe Talk, or welcome back if this is another returning episode for you. Each and every week, I talk to you about stuff. I don't really have a point of where are we going? Are we going entertainment? Are we going politics? Are we going streaming services? Are we going video games? Are we going collecting? I don't really know. I ain't got no purpose. I just like to talk. And hopefully you guys love hearing me. This week, we're talking about the CW. Again. For the 15th billionth time. Okay, I talk about the CW a lot because I love the CW. I really do. It probably is the number one network that has the most amount of shows I watch. From the Arrowverse shows to Riverdale to Supernatural, Nancy Drew. They just have a lot of stuff, and even shows that have ended already, like Jane the Virgin, iZombie. I watch a lot of shows in the CW, and I feel like, again, if it's my special need. I say special needs is like I have special needs now. Like my special characteristics about what I like about shows, and they make a lot of likable shows. Now, again, I am not against network television. The big four: Fox, ABC, NBC, CBS. Is nothing against them. I do watch The Rookie. I do watch Last Man Standing. It's just that their overall lineup, the majority of them, do not interest me. I don't like procedurals. I don't like the typical every single weekly thing that's a little bit different. It's just not me. I'm a person who's like more of a specific genre type of person, if you know what I mean. So that's why I enjoy the CW a lot more. So the point I'm trying to make is that this is a little bit more topical. I'm a little bit late on this, but the point I'm trying to make is that the CW just doesn't give a damn about the ratings anymore. They do not, and that's a good thing. Some people might view it as a bad thing or a little bit biased. I just view it as this is great. And I feel like I talked about these in minor points in previous videos that relate to the CW. And it definitely shows here. So, 3, 2, 1. So if you missed the news, a couple of weeks ago or a few weeks ago when this is posting, the CW announced that they were renewing their entire lineup, excluding the shows that are already ending, like Arrow, The 100, and Supernatural. All their shows renewed again. And then the next week later, they announced that they were going to pick up Superman and Lois and the Jared Padalecki led Walker series straight to series. No pilot order. You don't have to do a pilot. You can just start in July and get your show on the road, which is amazing. Which is a great thing to be on the CW because, again, the CW is a little bit biased, and we're going to get there. We're going to build towards that. And I feel like the CW gives these shows a great platform. Nonetheless, not the biggest budget in the world. I understand that. There are some, setbacks when you are doing a CW show, but that doesn't take away from the overall quality of the show. You can make a great show without VFX. You can make a great show without having big set pieces every week. You don't. It's all about the quality of the material, the characters, the actors performing it, and all the TLC you need in post production. That what makes a great show. And the CW is no exception. Now, again, I'm not saying that every CW show is perfect. Not all their seasons are perfect as well. We've had some very big missteps, even in recent years. But I feel like lately, in my eyes, I could be wrong, is that I haven't seen so far in the CW line, we haven't gotten to anywhere that's bad. I feel like last year, the worst, in my opinion, that we got was Flash Season 5, in my opinion. Not to say that was a bad season, it just wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. I felt like there was a lot of missteps there. But even besides that, I mean, if The Flash was on a very different network, and they had seen how far Season 4 and Season 5 came in terms of critical acclaim or not critical acclaim, in terms of critical reception and fan reception, I feel like it wouldn't have survived, as well as ratings wise. If any I view the ratings often. I'm a ratings dork. I like viewing the ratings. I look at it as how many viewers are viewing it. I still don't understand the whole 18 to 49 percentage. I don't understand that. I don't think I ever will. I just view, okay, how many people are watching this live? Because I said this before in another episode where for most networks, the thing that they pay attention to the most is the live viewers. Because that's what's bringing in the content. That's what's bringing in the money for the commercials, through how many people are tuning into this program, how many people are making it their point to see this show live, where at least for me, is like I get worried, especially when we're approaching renewal season for the Rookie and Last Man Standing, especially where I haven't viewed their ratings recently, or I don't remember them on the top of my head, but I always view them as like if they go way too low, and a lot of their other competitors are over it, then I fear that they can get canceled. And I always fear the Rookie can get canceled. Like, I instantly feared last season with the Rookie it was going to get canceled because ABC's ratings is always all over the place. It's either on the very high or the very low, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., for example. And the thing I appreciated on that is that thankfully Rookie has been renewed for Season 2. Please renew for Season 3. Okay, but anyway, it's not that show. Anyway, back to the CW. It's kind of become a running joke where it's like everyone just expects, okay, they're gonna get renewed no matter what. They could suck, they can be bad, they're gonna, or they could be amazing. They're gonna get renewed, and I honestly understand that. I feel like for me, I feel like for me the one negative spot I have in my heart is that they passed on the Supernatural spinoff with the Wayward Sisters over another Vampire Diaries spin-off. And again, if you want to attack me like, oh, you don't care about the Vampire Diary, you should. And it's like, well, I haven't watched Vampire Diaries. It has gotten already. This is its second spin-off, I think. And Supernatural has had none. I mean, then again, it might be a sign that, okay, maybe Supernatural is not meant to have an expanded franchise. I think it's maybe just mainly on the Winchester story. I feel like that's where the core key, and maybe it is by this point. I wouldn't rule it out that someday we'll get a Supernatural spin-off post this final season. I wouldn't rule it out, but currently I just don't see them. I don't see them doing that. So that's why I'm a little bit more bullish towards Legacies. You know, I really don't care. And again, it's you want to attack me, go ahead. I don't care. I don't watch Legacies. I don't care about it. I have no interest anytime soon. But I respect the fan base. I just don't really care if anyone says that, oh, you should watch Legacies. I got my plate full already. I got a lot of shows to watch currently, and then also other shows I want to start watching and also want to resume watching. And I think the CW doesn't even help in my case because like I watch I think 80% of their lineup. And they always keep getting renewed, so they're always being added into like, okay, I'm watching this show this week, I'm watching this show that week, and it's great because for those writers, they get to continue their stories. Another amazing thing that I forgot to mention, or I was about to forget, was that, and they said this in the press junket for the whole renewals announcement, giving the showrunners, the writing staff, the ability to know they're coming back as they're approaching the end of their scripting for the season. And so they are allowed to kind of like start planting actual seeds of, you know, okay, we're going to explore this, and that next season. It's going to have payoff. Where a lot of the times writers are like, especially when they view the ratings and they still don't have an announcement, they view as like, oh no, like, do we wrap it all up and then just leave everything done in case we do get canceled? Or do we put a lot of stuff in the hopes we get renewed? I remember Gotham during when it was wrapping up its fourth season. The hype, the talk around it was not that great that it was going to get renewed for another season because at the time period, I think Fox was debating between, okay, so if we pick up Lethal Weapon for a third season, we're not doing Gotham, or if we because of a contract dispute. So had the contract dispute not happened, I'm pretty sure Gotham would have been axed, which was unfortunate considering the fact the way they ended up season 4 was like, okay, we need to come back for season 5. We have a very big way to end off season 5, and to be completely honest, it really didn't live up to my expectations. And thankfully, that worked out. That worked out for everyone. Regardless that they did have to come back for a very shortened fifth season, they still got to finish their story, thankfully. But not every show's like that. A lot of shows, like, they have a lot of, like, they're going towards this big cliffhanger, this big finale that's going to shake things up next season, and then they get canceled. Like, I remember when Young Justice Invasion got canceled after they teased us about Darkseid. Damn you, Cartoon Network. Damn you, toy sales. Damn, and thankfully it's been renewed. So I'm happy about that. But not every show gets selected. Like Krypton. Krypton ended in such a very interesting direction to take season 3. A whole new direction for the show, and it gets canceled by Sci-Fi. Deadly Class. I haven't talked about Deadly Class yet on any of the shows, I believe. But I watched Deadly Class. I enjoyed it. I felt like it was a very different type of comic book show. But I was very interested in it, and I was really, really curious to see where season 2 would end. And literally, they end season 1 on a cliffhanger, and they cancel it. And again, it's when I'm delving into these new networks, these new territories of ratings, I don't know the bar. I don't really know at all. And does this amount of viewers mean it's going to get canceled? Does this amount of viewers mean it's good? I compare and contrast as well. They got to introduce post-production costs, VFX costs, if it's a high-ranked show like Krypton. It's a lot of details to work through, and I feel... this is to go back to the point, like, I feel grateful that the CW, like, makes that known that they... And also, again, I said this before in every single episode recently, the number one priority of anything I talk about is money. Everyone works for money. Everything is about money. Same with TV shows. I've talked about that recently. TV shows need to make money. And the CW is in a very interesting place where majority of their old catalog already has a Netflix deal. So technically they're getting paid for seasons that hasn't even been released yet, which allows them, okay, we'll just keep making more because, we got an outlet there that's willing to take us, that's already guaranteed money, and that'll fund us to the next season. So there you go. Like, there are shows like Dynasty. Am I interested in Dynasty? Well, I'm a little bit interested in Dynasty. I don't have time for it now because they just renewed the whole lineup, so I ain't got time to see that. But with that case, like, even Dynasty, which I think is the lowest rating CW show, I think, I could be wrong, it's either that or Black Lightning or another show, that still got renewed because of the deal. And even the shows that are after that, because I think they dropped the Netflix deal for newer shows in order to explore other options, they're going on HBO Max. And the CW is also doing a new thing where they're putting all their stuff for free on their website. Like, you don't even need a subscription. That's how baller they are. Like, they are testing the grounds. Like, okay, because they used to do 5 episodes at once. The oldest episode gets locked out. The newer one in. So that would be your opportunity. Now the whole season is available. You can go on the CW app or .com, and this is not an ad. This is not an ad at all. This is actually legit. You could just go on there. All the episodes are there. If you wanted to do something during the winter break, you wanted to catch up on Legacies or The Flash or watch Crisis Infinite Earths, you can do that. It's all for free. And that's I feel like that's a great thing that, again, I think the CW is in a very interesting position where money is still a focus, but they don't have to sweat about it too much because they already have all these deals in place, so they're still able to earn their money, but it's still as well creatively allowing their showrunners and all their staffs on the shows to be able to tell their stories when they want and give them proper heads up. I remember Jane the Virgin, I always thought it was a bubble show, which, if you don't know what a bubble show means, it's a show that could, at any point, could always get canceled because it's not the highest rating show. It's not getting in the big ratings, but it is getting the critical reception. But there's a lot of factors to play in that. I always thought it was a bubble show, and then it just kept getting renewed, and then the last season is like, okay, we're going to give you one last batch of episodes to give you 100 so you can tell your story. I feel like that was an amazing call because they could have easily just said, no, after season 4, you're done. We don't care about your conclusion or stuff like that. A lot of networks do that, and that's, again, the price to pay when you're watching these TV shows. When you're watching shows, at any point you can get canceled. At any point it could just end. But there's a difference between the two terms. Ending means you're going on your own terms. Canceled means you're done. You're done, son. You ain't coming back. And again, I'm grateful to the CW that they're able to do that. And it's bonkers to think that I remember when The Flash used to get like 3 million viewers per episode. I feel like that was the biggest the CW ever got it. But obviously times have changed. A lot of shows are going downhill. Not just the CW, AMC, ABC, Fox. All the networks are receiving some sort of a minor drop. But there's also other platforms on the streaming services, on the online digital app. And those, especially for the CW, matter a lot more nowadays when it comes to renewals. Because if the audience is there and they're trying to tune in at some legal form, whether it is after the season's finished, binging it on Netflix, if it is watching the whole thing on the CW app, or if it is watching live, those all matter. And none of the other networks, I don't think they really view that as a viable option. At least not yet. Because it's not, the CW is only like, it's not a full hour, like full day content, a content channel. It only has 2 hours of original programming time for 6 days out of the week. So they only can technically make 12 hours of content per week. So they have to be very, they don't have. I don't think the CW needs that much to operate. And again, I could be wrong. I don't know the business side of it. I don't know what's going on there. I could be wrong. If you know, tell me. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that. But I don't think they need a lot because there's not that many moving factors when it comes to the CW compared to an ABC, compared to a Fox, compared to an NBC. It doesn't. And I feel like the CW, I give them the most amount of credit for doing it. You can say whatever you want with the quality of the show, that the actors are not the best, that the VFX are not the best. I can say this. It's a TV show. You're going to be restricted by something. And it's on a TV show schedule. But they're still making the best they can. I cannot have a... personally, I think all the CW actors, I follow a good amount of them on Instagram and social media. And again, I know that social media is not always an accurate representation of who they are in real life. But I do feel like, at least for me, I am genuine on social media, and a lot of people, I can tell through stories online, through cons, that they're all nice. That's my opinion. I could be wrong again, but I view the best in people, and they are all respectful. They're all like grateful for the opportunities they're getting, and I don't think success always goes to their heads. I know a lot of actors around. Some of them do let success go to their heads, expect a certain way, and they don't get it. And what was the point I was trying to make there? Yeah. So, I personally, for me, again, this is a biased show. This is an opinionated show. It's my show, so I'm allowed to be opinionated here. I don't think the CW has made a bad show any time that I have personally seen. They have made a couple of like bad seasons with Arrow and Flash, 4 seasons respectfully. But beyond that, everyone makes mistakes. Every TV show makes a mistake, and some of them are unfortunate to make that mistake, and it's too late. They can't do a redo. They can't get another chance. They're just stuck with what they get, and that's unfortunate. But thankfully, in the CW's case, like even if the show has had a very bad season, either in ratings or critically, at least they'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Like, okay, here's one more season. Here's one more. Put it your best. Wrap it up. Just do your best. And I feel like that's all the great forgiveness in the world. So I don't know if it's because CW's president, Mark Pedowitz, I think that's how I pronounce his name. I think he's doing a great job. Doing the right call, respecting what the fans want. And it's all about, again, the same thing I think I talked about in an early episode. Like, fans are investing time into your shows. If you're listening to me, network heads, they're investing in your show via their time. Time is a very valuable thing. It really is. And an hour is a lot. I could do a lot in an hour, for me personally. And I could be doing another thing. But I'm opting to take the time out of my day to view your show live if I can. Like, work has really screwed me over this year, where it's like, oh, I'm working night shifts, and it's like during the night shift I'm missing a show, and I haven't watched Supernatural yet of the last episode, so I gotta get to that. But still, kudos to the... Oh yeah, so I completely forgot. To finish my message, people's times are valuable. The time of a person is valuable, and if they're really interested in your story, I understand you're making money off these shows. This is a source of revenue at the end of the day, but at least give fans the opportunity to either get a proper conclusion. Don't half-ass it, because I know what you did with Constantine NBC. I know what you did with Powerless NBC. Anywho, so kudos to all the CW shows for being renewed. I can't wait for the next seasons of everything that I watch. I can't wait to see Walker. I can't wait to see Superman and Lois. And I hope this is the way the CW is, and I hope this does set an example for other networks to at least... I don't think every network is going to be the CW with this format. I don't see it possible or plausible. But I do see them, like... I hopefully will see, like, some sort of inspiration being passed down. Hopefully. Will it happen? I don't know. I could just hope for the best. Anywho, that was it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching for Let's Show Talk. If you were unaware, this was Let's Show Talk on ActionX. If you want to see more from Let's Show Talk, please subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell for notifications when we have a new video live. Like, favorite, share the video if you please. I'm going to go edit this, and I got other stuff to do, but I'm blanking right now so hard. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.